These are the 5 main objectives in our report. The first one is to understand few concepts which are important for the case study. The second one is to benchmark Malaysia with other countries with different consumerism activity. The third one is to collect good purchase by UTM students and Malaysian families through questionnaires. The fourth one is to develop MedLab program for the computation of carbon footprints. The last one is to provide engineering solution for one specific product in the list of database. Sustainability development. According to the Brundtland Commission 1987, the sustainable development is the ability to fulfill the requirements of the current generation without compromising the quality of life of the new generation. 4 aspects which propel the needs of sustainable developments are world population growth, pollution, industrialization, and depletion of non-renewable energy. The importance of having sustainable developments are to eradicate poverty, to realize society health and welfare, and lastly to improvise products and service quality.
Carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases emitted to the atmosphere due to humans' activities. The factors that lead to carbon footprint is population growth, increase in energy consumption, consumerism activities, and industrial process. The effects of carbon footprints is climate change, which will lead to dirty air, global warming, rising in sea levels, extreme weather, and pollution. Carbon footprint calculations. The formula includes the assessment of the universal unit of measurement CO2 equivalent. It indicates global warming potential of greenhouse gases. CO2 equivalent includes greenhouse gases such as CO2, CH4, and N2O. The formula of calculation is as shown below. The figure below shows the comparison of CO2 intensity of 3 countries, which Indonesia has the lowest CO2 intensity, followed by Malaysia and Kosovo with the highest value from year 2017 to 2020. Data collection is a systematic method of gathering and analyzing specific information in order to find solution to a relevant problem, while data analysis is a technique of transforming a raw data to a meaningful insight. Thus, both of them must be conducted in a detailed and proper way.
Program developments using MATLAB. MATLAB is an abbreviation for Matrix Laboratory. According to Gila 2010, MATLAB is a high-performance computer language used for the application of mathematical computation. Some useful and basic built-in functions of MATLAB. First, to receive data is the input function. To store data, variable assignment can be used. To display result, display and fpref function are useful. The role and function of MATLAB are for data analyzing, algorithm development, and model or application creation. Database also can be created side to side with MATLAB. With Excel as the platform for database, data from Excel can be fetched by using the XLS read function.
Environmentally benign engineering solution is used to solve a problem in our daily life with an environmental benefited solution without affect the environment and climate. It focuses on the way to achieve sustainability through science and technology. Systematic integration of innovation of engineer is the key towards achieving the 9 environmentally benign products, processes, and systems. In preliminary study, for methodology case study stage 1, it started with familiarizing with the learning issue, continued with analyze impact of consumer behavior to environment, and benchmark on consumerism activity in Malaysia and globally. For methodology case study stage 2, it started with construct strategy for data collection and moving on to data collection methods to carbon footprint calculation, and the last one is audit consumer goods purchase.
From case study stage 1, Indonesia has the highest parameter in all 3 categories of consumerism. 4 years of continuous data have been referred. The trend still same when compared to Malaysia and Kosovo. Hence, Indonesia is the country with people who involved in consumerism activity a lot. While in case study stage 2, the average value of UTM students for 1 week is 98.48 kg CO2e, while 22.34 kg CO2e is for each Malaysian family. So with this data, we can justify that the purchased item by UTM students have higher contribution of carbon footprint than Malaysian family.
Program description. The problem of the current case study is to build a platform which will assist the consumer in the computation of carbon footprints easily, without having to repeat a long step of calculation. Thus, to solve this problem, a MATLAB program has to be developed with the objective to operate as an interactive calculator for both price and carbon footprints computation of purchased goods by the user. The four databases which used in the programs are foods, stationery, garments, and personal care products. These are the case studies which we use to test out the program. The first situation is a guy who bought a dress, suit, jacket, and a lobster from China, which packaged inside a cardboard. The carbon footprint emitted from his online purchase is 2,407.325 kg CO2e. The second situation which we use to test out the program is a student who is running an errand and bought a dozen of eggs, 1 kg of onions, 1 kg of ginkers, 2.5 kg of tomatoes, a bar of soap, and 3 pens in a nearby store. The carbon footprint emitted from his physical shopping is 4.79 kg CO2e.
In innovative engineering-based solution, a product purchased by the respondents is chosen to be improvised in terms of carbon footprint production. The solution have to decrease the amount of carbon footprint of the product. Thus, a detailed research are done to choose the most suitable item from the list. Rice is chosen due to high carbon footprint generated during its manufacturing process through rice straw burning.
As choosing rice straw as item we need to improve in its disposal method, the question came to our mind is why farmers choose open burning for disposal process of rice straw. This is because the rice straw have poor quality in its natural state. It also have very slow rate of fermentation in the rumen. And the most important reason the farmers avoid the rice straw as animal feed is because rice straw contains 80% of potential digest substance, while the ruminants only have 45 to 50% of digestibility. Next, we would like to propose two techniques of utilization of rice straw for livestock feeding. First is physical method. This method is practical and reasonable practice. It also inexpensive process which is need to soak the rice straw overnight in water along with steaming technique. It helps the cellulose component and lightning to be soft and it will be easy digest. The second method is biological method, which was the method that need to use the enzymes. In this process, the catabolic breakdown of any complex substances into its simplest component. It really costly and well recommended to big scale of industries. As the justification of the changes in disposal method of rice straw from open burning to the animal feeding stuff, we can really minimize the environmental effect when the farmers avoid the open burning disposal method with these two techniques which are recommended. When implement this technique of reuse or recycle the rice straw, at the end of this process there will be zero waste, and this cause our ultimate intention to reduce the carbon footprint also will be achieved.
These are the 5 conclusions which show the chief objectives.